everybody. Welcome back to What She Says.
Hey everyone. Sorry for the delay in post, but we have been trying to maneuver everybody's calendar and times so that we can try to get some interesting topic going on for this evening. Before we begin, I want to say thank you to Doug Martin, the founder of Limitless Inspiration, for this beautiful piece that he sent us to hang up on our background. Thank you, Doug.
Thanks, Doug.
DJ, love you.
It looks amazing.
Limitless Inspiration has a ton of different handmade items, bracelets, earrings, necklaces, beautiful photography. He takes pictures of different things out in Hawaii, and we're going to be sharing some of his information online on our social media soon, so look out for that. Some really beautiful pieces. So Raven, you want to start off
On our topic today? I guess so. So as we all know, as being a woman, an African American woman, but just a woman in general, we face many challenges. Today our topic is going to be entrepreneurship.
Yay.
So I feel like now that's like a big thing. Everybody's doing it. People are starting to be smart.
Women.
Work for yourself. Women are starting to be very smart.
Yes.
So if you guys didn't know, some stats I'm gonna throw at y'all real fast. Women now make up 40% of entrepreneurs in the United States.
Go women.
I'm very proud of us. In both 2011 and 2016, women's entrepreneurship rates rose by 13%, while men only rose by 5%.
5%.
They're not doing as well.
A measly 5%. Go women.
African American owned businesses are the fastest growing economic force in the U.S.
Woohoo!
That's on top of us being one of the highest educated groups.
Hey.
We stepping up, y'all. The number of black women-owned businesses grew 67% between 2007 and 2012.
That's a lot.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Outpacing the 27% of women in general. Some of the challenges that we face can include lack of startup. We don't know.
Capital is a serious issue. Yes.
Being able to receive resources and loans is definitely a problem. That could be for school too, not even just entrepreneurship.
Well, let's not even go into school. That's a whole nother.
Right.
That's a whole nother issue.
And then, of course, lies the gender discrimination, racial discrimination, depending on, most companies now still are predominantly white males. Still.
And in finance and technology, they've kind of honed in and taken over that.
Right.
Side. Yeah.
Right. For many African American women during post-emancipation, self-employment was the only economy they were allowed to participate in. And some women, such as, of course, Madam C.J. Walker. All of y'all know who Madam C.J. Walker is.
If you don't, Google it.
If you have to Google that, then...
Well, they're not learning that in school. So
that is true.
Nobody's teaching anything about her in school. So
sadly.
There you go. You might have to Google Madam C.J. Walker. Anyway, go ahead.
So anyway, we do have a special guest today, and we're going to give her a call. She couldn't be in today. She is in New York.
Okay, so we're going to shut down the tunes, and we're going to see if we can get this special guest of ours on the line in a matter of
seconds.
Hopefully seconds. Let's see. Ring number 2. Hey.
Hello?
Hey there, lady. Hold on one second. So, as Raven said, Madam C.J. Walker was one of the first African Americans to be a self-made millionaire. And one of the reasons why I think that's an important thing to touch on is because the person that we have coming on today, did you say what Madam C.J. Walker did?
I didn't.
Oh,
I said
gosh.
they should know.
And they should. So she just totally left that out because you should know. But she was, she specialized in creating her own hair products, and from doing that, she became the first Black self-made millionaire. So the person that we have on the line, Miss Tiara Milton, she is one of our sheroes. She is founder of Her and She Hair and Hair and Spa in Staten Island, and Tiara is a very special person in our lives, not just because of how we know her, but she's an inspiration to a lot of people, especially young African American girls. She's young herself, and she is doing the damn thing in Staten Island. Let me tell y'all, doing the thing between running her business, traveling to different countries, and doing all the stuff she's doing. She's amazing. So, without further ado, Miss Tiara Milton, welcome to What She Says.
Thank you.
So just to jump right in it, Tiara, you posted an image on your social media today, which I thought was absolutely beautiful, as always.
Thank you.
But on that image, you said, I strived toward financial freedom. I fought for inner peace. I became a role model to inspire others. Today, I'm executing all of my aspirations. And then you said fruition. So, being that I love the quote so much, I thought that it would be a good idea to have you kind of break that down for us, and that would be the start and the end of our introduction to Ms. Milton. So, explain, girl, explain.
And I could go on and on and on and write a book about that. Just that quote alone was very strong and sensitive to me, because at the time, from the beginning of times, I can't even pinpoint an age, but I will for good measures. So it all started at the age of, if I can remember, maybe 19. And I just knew I couldn't work for people, not with people per se, but for people, because people would just treat you unfairly. I wasn't interested in being somebody's grand prize, if you will, while they were at home, relaxing, chilling, and just watching the money grow. I knew I wanted to be in that position. And so with that being said, I did anything by any means in a positive way to get to where
Glad you cleared up positive.
in a positive way, because some people are very, very vicious. So with that, I saved a lot of money. I worked really hard, long hours. I exhausted myself, and sometimes I got discouraged with the end goal. Other times I was very optimistic about where I was heading towards, and that gave me the drive to pursue my career. And once I started to see that everything was unfolding and I was able to experience my financial freedom, like just coming to me, just coming to me, and I knew from there. I was like, okay, my due diligence is paying off. I'm enjoying this. So,
No, we were just laughing at you when you said you're enjoying this.
No, I was, because I started doing hair in my mother's apartment, and I seen it, before it was handed to me. I seen that the money was coming in. People were really enjoying my craft. I seen that they were continuous clients of mine, and they really trusted me. So from there on, I knew. So once I seen that my clients was gaining this certain type of trust from me, that's when I knew I was appreciated and I had something going for myself. And doing hair out of my mother's apartment and motivate me to see the brighter picture. You know, coming from the projects and, you know, walking out of my building and looking at the people on the outside, it was disturbing. I empathize with my peers because I'm a product of the ghetto, and I told myself, you know, I have to elevate. That's the only way I'm going to make it. You know, shout out to everyone who's still in their homes doing hair and, you know, really doing what they have to
That's
do.
right. That's right.
To keep it going. And I don't look down upon you. I just encourage everyone, male, female, to be better, to become a better version of yourself. So that's where I said to myself, I am becoming a role model. You know, my friends, family would come to me and ask me for advice based upon what they've seen, based upon what I was exposing to the world. That's why I'm very particular on what it is that I put out there, because I know people are watching me in a good perspective opposed to the negative. So I'm real. I became very strategic on what it is that I post, because not only would it hinder me, it would hinder my business.
Right.
And it would give people who may potentially want to buy in to my company an idea of whether I'm worthy or not. So,
And now, speaking of your company, tell us quickly about how you moved from your mom's house into where you are now, because now you're in your own location. You're doing hair and
selling products.
Yeah, a whole lot of different things out of there. And I love you create your own wigs, which are gorgeous. I don't wear wigs, but I would if I would go straight to you. And you have the stand in the mall now where you're doing really, really well. So just give viewers an idea of like how that even happens for those who are still working, you know, from home and trying to figure out how they can make it work.
Whew, so because I am 27 and a half, I don't know if people really use that terminology anymore, but because I am 27, I began to saving my money as soon as I graduated beauty school, which was 2010. And I was appointed to someone who was opening up their barbershop, and he offered me a position in the barbershop, and he said, hey, do you want to open up the back, you know, just open up shop in the back, and it's yours. So I took advantage of it. And
absolutely.
by the age of 20, I was operating my little small 300 square foot mini salon in the back of the barbershop, and I hired someone to do hair, you know, beside me. So it gave me the opportunity to save my capital. So any money that was earned, I just put into my savings account. However, I hit a roadblock where he then wanted 100% profit on top of what he was charging me initially, because he seen that we both had, you know, we both was doing it.
And that's that thing right there, man. You step on a person when they start trying to get ahead. It's a real bad thing in the African American community. Hate to say it, but it is, and it's time to get over this now. So go ahead. I just had to say that. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Even though that was an unfortunate situation, that wasn't the end for me. I solidified that I wouldn't be working with him anymore. Within that week, I made the decision to move forward, and I walked away with $1,000 in my bank account. And I told myself I will never affiliate myself with another person and really be under their control. I need to have my own domain. So I saved my money from the age of 20 to 24, and I told myself when I turned 25 years old, I want to open up my salon. And I saved $20,000, and I was able to just search for locations, and that's what happened. And it's not difficult really owning a business. You just really got to understand how it operates. You know, you got to understand that, you know, the IRS want their money. You got to understand that in order to obtain, you know, to sustain your business, you have to have backup money. You know, you can't see the gains in the beginning and then just frivolously spend your money.
Right.
You have to save enough. So that way your business will always be afloat, even if you're in the negative for yourself when it comes to the net profit.
Right.
Remember, I profited $1 one month, but my business was still going. My bills was paid. I've never been back due on any of my utilities, anything. But I didn't let that discourage me, because the following month I gained $8,000 on top of everything being paid for. So it's not an easy thing, because you have to discipline yourself, you have to devote yourself, you have to always encourage yourself, even when people are trying to knock you down. You know, that's none of your business. If people are trying to knock you down, that's their own issues that they're facing, and they're trying to spill that on you. But you just have to keep pushing. You have to know that you're going to make it. You're going to make it. So that's why I said today I'm executing all of my aspirations. Anything that I always wanted to do, I'm just checking it off, because the last thing that you want to do or feel is that regret that you never even tasted it.
How many people are in their grave that have not even attempted to go anywhere near the thoughts and the dreams and the aspirations that they had, and they just went to their grave with it? How many brilliant people?
And Tiara, you mentioned a lot about like being discouraged or not letting other people discourage you. What do you think, real quick, you can tell people that are feeling discouraged? You mentioned being a product of the hood, so for those people that are there and are trying to grow and it's just so much else going on around them, what do you think you can say to them that will make a difference?
Well, what changed my life is surrounding myself around people who share the same interest or a different interest from me, and I was able to grow with them, opposed to those who had this controlled mindset by society or what was really around them. So,
I like that. Control the mindset. Yes.
That's probably a top
That's the top
thing you can do
in the hood.
Surrounding yourself by better people.
Yeah, it's a true thing. And sometimes I think our parents, it's our upbringing on the things that we don't know. But now today there's no excuse. So I would say, you know, if you're struggling with something, just go outside the box. Hang out with yourself. Do a lot of things by yourself so you can get to know yourself. I think once you really get to know yourself, you'll understand your purpose. You'll see things in a bigger, you know, spectrum. Like, this world is way bigger than us. I think
yes, it is.
That's a great point. Great point.
And there's so much more color outside of what you see when you walk down the street in the hood, you know, and it's unfortunate because they can't see past that darkness. So having someone like you, who you bring so much energy and so much color and so much positive energy because of where you've been, where you are, and definitely where you're headed. You know, we appreciate you, and you know, I pray that everything continues to work out for you, and you know, you have a lot to offer to the community, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
So to end out our video, would you like to, you know, give your social media information? I know a lot of people that need some wigs.
Some straightening, some...
So real quickly, I am a hairstylist, of course, as everybody knows. My company name is She and Her Hair Studio and Spa. And we are a full-service salon where we specialize in predominantly weaves, wigs, and short haircuts, but we're not limited. And I'm now trying to convert slowly but surely into wig making. I think, like Uncle Rick said, product make the world go round. So that's what I'm at.
Been hearing it forever and a day.
Product make the world go round, and I just want to change women lives. I witnessed from having my kiosk for marketing purposes and awareness purposes. I found out the importance of how women treat their vanity, and outside of it being an external thing, it was really an internal issues that they were facing. And one of the things that I found out was that women are facing huge insecurities. Very, 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 very huge.
Especially African American women.
Especially African Americans. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Like, the married woman, everything is revolving around their husbands. Like, oh, I just want to make sure that my husband lets this wig on me, you know, and he's going to pay for it. So I just really have to find, and then other stories is, I'm suffering through cancer, and this is really big for me. And they would just tear, like just tears, just pure tears. And I related to that because the whole reason how I got into wig making was I cut all of my hair off like a boy. After trying to salvage it, I seen that nothing was happening. It was just like, let me just cut it off. So I became insecure, and I had people around me that were very supportive of that drastic change because nobody has ever seen me like that, including myself. So I went on and I took on that trade of wig making, and I began producing wigs for myself, and I think that people really took a huge liking to it. And for me, wig making is very sensitive. I don't take it lightly. It is a part of me. So when I am, distributing or creating a wig for a woman, it's a story behind it. Like, women are not purchasing wigs just for the hell of it, just because, we see it on TV, on Love and Hip Hop. It's a reason behind that. It's a reason behind that wig.
So one of the things you have to do, T, make sure that you provide us with a link that we can put on our social media so that we can share how the women can get these wigs. I've seen a few of your videos where you were showing like how you make them, and like anything that you think that you have that we can share that would be encouraging, and something that even if it's just as small as, oh, okay, I can hit her up and get a wig because I'm feeling some kind of way about myself. This will make me feel beautiful. Right. That video that you had done, the commercial, amazing. So things like that, if you can share the link, and we'll put it on our social media and let attach to this video so that people can see it. But we do have to wrap this up. And as much as we could sit here and listen to you talk all day, I have goosebumps and everything listening to you. Like, you're amazing, and I love you so much.
And everything you're saying is so meaningful. It's
relevant,
so helpful. I'm sure to any young woman,
and
we're African American.
We're gonna do this again. We're gonna have to bring Tiara on, maybe with more specific questions that can come from other people or something. But we have to have you back, and we thank you. We really, really appreciate you joining us tonight. We said we were going to have somebody special, and here she is. So, T, we love you. Don't forget. Oh, real quick, what's your website?
So my website is, you can find me on She and Her Studio on Instagram, Her Collection Wigs on Instagram, and the official website is sheandherstudio.com.
And salon phone number?
It is 718-682-1718.
Staten Island. All right, baby girl. We love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, my gosh. She's amazing.
She's so good.
I love her. I love her.
I just hope everybody really, takes the information that she was given, because there are so many people who really do want to start, want to put in the work to be an entrepreneur, but it is difficult, and a lot of people don't even know where to start.
You're right. And in my line of work, I work with a lot of teens. They come in for counseling, and one of the things that I always ask is, what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you graduate from high school? What are your plans? Okay, you don't want to go to college. What is your plan? Like, I'm always trying to help these kids come up with a plan. If they can put down a plan, if they can think it, then we can help them reach it.
And then a lot of people are under the obsession that you need college to be able to grow or get somewhere.
Discussion all the time.
I might be in school. She may have graduated and still graduated with her PhD. But that does
Inshallah.
not mean that that is a necessity in order for you to grow your business,
Not
to just
at
grow
all.
your life in general.
We can
School
say
is not
here
for
every day a
everybody.
list of people who are million and billionaires that did not attend school.
School
And
is
you're
not
right,
for
it's
everybody. And that's not to discourage people from going to school. I don't want to take that away from,
we are definitely not saying don't go to school. That's definitely not it.
But
Because
you know,
depending on what it is you want to do, you may have to go to school. If you don't have to go to school, you still got to study something.
Right.
You still have to
You
practice.
still need to find
You got
knowledge
to study.
somewhere.
You have to research. You still can't just turn over in the bed and say, "Oh, I got it," and it's all going to fall in your lap.
I mean,
that
if you
still
can,
doesn't happen.
then
If you can,
Lucky you.
come introduce yourself to me. I need to know who you are because maybe you can teach me something. It just don't work that way.
Right.
But in wrapping it all up, I thank you all for joining us. Please be sure to like, share, and visit our website and our YouTube channel.
thanks again, Tiara.
Tiara, we love you. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. This time we will be on time.
Maybe we should just stop telling people that.
Maybe we should just say we'll be back and never give a day. Okay, let's see how that works. See you guys. Peace.
Every single day